Happy Tuesday. Y'all, I wanted to run out here all morning, but I was so busy and I wanted to just testify so many things. Like, oh my gosh, hold on. This is crazy. Y'all, I come in here. Some reason the Lord said, come here. And I was like, okay. Okay. I don't know where to start with my testimonies this morning. I really don't. Let me give you a little backstory on this, hmm, how, I would have lost heart had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, I can't. I'm so excited this morning. Pardon me for my exuberance. It's been a long time coming because, dang. Okay, so y'all know, y'all been following. It's been rough, and this has been the hardest year of my life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, at some points, I completely did not think I was going to survive this. And just, I was a shell of myself, and just completely broken down in so many ways. And um, because it's been a long time coming. And like, all the trials before were hard enough, they were so hard. And then you think, one, like, I remember even one day I said, to the Lord, it was the meanest thing I could have ever said to him, but luckily he's very patient and kind with us and didn't strike me down. But I told him, I said, I feel like I want to know the Hebrew word for carrot dangler because I feel like I'm chasing carrots. And I know that's so, so mean to say that to him. And it's like, that was years ago. And then he made me chase donkeys across LA after that. So, like, but all these years I've been believing God, just believing and trusting him. And for the past 6 years, since 2020, I feel like all I've prayed for is roots. And I've had to battle homelessness so much in the past 6 years. It has been it has been unreal, the amount of times that I've had to move or relocate or change places. And the only prayer I've had this whole time is like, Lord, just plant me like a tree by some waters and let me grow roots. Please just let me settle down. I don't like this. I just want a home. I just want to feel like I'm at home somewhere. I just want to be home. And wherever that is, I just need a home, like where I know that tomorrow I'm not going to leave, or next week or next month, and I can actually build a life. Like, that's all I prayed for him, like, for the longest time. And um so all the past 5 years I've had to move a lot. Like, I've had to move a lot. I've had to, when I went to California, I had to walk out and sleep outside. I had to go through that whole thing. That was only 3 months, but even still, the whole time I was in California, I think I moved twice, plus the walking and stuff. Then I get home for a little bit, and then he moves me to New York. And then, so this past year being in my car has been the hardest year yet, because I sleep in a different spot every night almost. I'm always on the move. And it's like, it has been the biggest test of my faith, right? It wasn't the fact that I was in my car. That really didn't bother me. It's just when you can't settle down because you're constantly moving all the time, and it wears your spirit down. And so when my prayer is for a home, and and you have to move every day, it sucks so bad. And it can crush your spirit a little bit. And so, okay, sorry, so dramatic. um, but I'm not really, because God is so faithful. And so I trusted him this whole time, like, Lord, just, you know, whatever you want to do, I'm at your beck and call. You want to go be a hobo, let's go be a hobo. Um, and I've done the thing. And at this point this year, I was so broken down because I'm like, this is never going to end. I literally thought this is never going to end. And it was all I could do. Even less than a month ago, I was ready to go home and give up. And I've never been a quitter. Like, I'm many things, I'm just not a quitter. And so, but I was ready to go home. And I was like, I'm done with the trial. And I was like, I just want a quiet, simple life. I don't care. just I'll go to church on Sunday, just pay my tithe, and, like, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so then when my health, all the stuff happened with my health, and I have to stay here longer because of that. I was just like, man, how long can this drag out? And but I knew I couldn't stay in the car anymore, so I came to the shelter. Something in me was just like, you have to go to the shelter. And so I did. I checked in, and I thought they just give you placement, like, in a more permanent shelter, but still a shelter. Like, this is a temporary shelter, but like they move you to a permanent shelter after you do your intake and stuff. And then and that's all I thought it was, and until today, until, well, last night. And I find out that no, they're giving me a voucher to go get my own apartment and pay all the move-in fees, the deposit fees, the broker fees, furniture, everything for 5 years. I get a house, an apartment in New York City, anywhere I want, that's paid for 5 years. 5 whole years. God has given me a break to not have to worry about moving. I am so happy right now. Like, and you know what? People will say, "Oh, that's welfare or whatever." It doesn't matter, because you know what? I've been making these videos and people have been watching for the longest time, and they don't pay my bills. Most y'all that watch this don't support me at all. I have one or two people that do, and thank you for that. But you don't judge if you don't help. You know what I mean? So, um, I'm not going to get mad at however God wants to provide for me, because I know that the Christian people that will sit there and judge me are the same Christian people that don't lift a finger to feed me or clothe me or put gas in my car. And they're the same ones not willing to, so judge all you want to, but you know what? God, I'll take my blessings from the Lord with a smile on my face. And it's just the biggest blessing of all is just knowing that, like, I can rest. My soul can rest now. You know what I mean? Oh my God, like, I have prayed for this for so long, and I had no idea it was going to be like that big of a blessing. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm coming to a homeless shelter not expecting anything, and I get like the biggest miracle of my life. Like, so, oh my God, like, I cannot even, and I can pick any apartment that I want to and go get it. Like, for under for the amount that they give me, and it's 5 years. 5 whole years with furniture, deposits. Holy Moses. Like, that mind boggles me. And thank you, Jesus. And like, Psalm 27 is my all-time favorite verse. And Psalm, one thing I desire from the Lord, and that I will seek. Like, the one thing, you could tattoo one thing right across my forehead. And I've sought the Lord, and I've sought his face. And the end of that psalm, it says, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And like, literally, that means you see his goodness while you're still alive and not just in heaven. You know what I mean? And I just know that this is like the beginning of a brand new era and a brand new, like, finally I can rest from my toil, you know what I mean, and build something. And I am so excited about that. And I can't believe I almost just gave up because I literally almost went home a few weeks ago. And I'm so grateful I just stuck it out a little bit longer and did what he told me to do. The thing that doesn't seem like it's the logical thing to do. Like, how are you going to get that big of a blessing in a homeless shelter? I don't know, but God did it. You know what I mean? And so it's wild. And then on top of that, when I told you I've already had so many miracles since I've been in here. Like, when I checked in, there was this group of ladies, and as soon as I came in, we have been hanging out together nonstop, praying, talking about Jesus, lifting each other up. Like, it has been wild. Like, and God is moving in this place, so there's miracles happening while we're waiting. There's miracles happening. So I still have to get the vouchers and go find the apartment and stuff, and it's going to be a minute before I get to move in and find something. But still, I cannot believe that God did this for me. Like, this is so crazy, y'all. Like, I'm so excited right now, just knowing that I have 5 years of grace, of just rest, and my rent and utilities will be covered, and I don't have to move, and I don't have to be transient, and I don't have to sleep outside, and I don't have to do all the crazy stuff that I was so willing to do. I willingly did those things for Jesus. Like, I could have been home at any time, you know what I mean? But I knew that there was a reason I had to do these things, and I knew that this is just the beginning too. So last night I just laid in my bed and listened to worship music and just cried, thinking about, like, just having a crock pot and a mixing bowl and a cat. You know what I mean? Just like the little simple things in life that so many of us we take these things for granted, but like these are the things I want in my life, and like and a little bookshelf and some plants that can neglect, and you know like the littlest things that you probably look around your house and you're like, oh, whatever. Like for 5 years, that's all I've thought about because I couldn't have those things in the lifestyle that he's had me in, you know. And so I was just so overjoyed. I'm still overjoyed. I'm in shock, kind of. But anyway, I just couldn't wait to testify. I love you guys. Um, God is so faithful, you know, and I talk about the trial a lot because my life has been trial for a while, and so I'm well acquainted with grief, if you will. But I just feel that that's all changing now, you know, and so anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Remember that God is so faithful to us, like so faithful, and it might look like it's always the darkest before the dawn, you know, like the light will shine, you know, and joy comes in the morning, and I feel like this joy is like it's like finally I can be a tree planted by the waters, right? Like I can grow roots, I can build a life and have peace. And I pray that for everybody watching this, that like if you're going through something right now, that God will lead you to the place where you can do the same thing and be a blessing to other people finally. You know what I mean? Instead of always needing a blessing, you know? And so I thank you guys for the ones that encouraged me and walked with me, and and you know, your support and encouragement and your prayers, that has meant the world to me, and I wouldn't be here without y'all, you know. Well, some of y'all. But anyway, I love you guys. There's no hate in the non-supporters, you know. I needed them too, but yeah, like um God is faithful, and he doesn't dangle carrots. You know, it might feel that way. It might feel like, are we ever going to get to this destination? Are we ever going to get to this promise? Are we ever going to get? Yes, you will. One day. One day. It might be a minute, but you will. And he is so faithful to us. So I love you guys. I yeah, you're welcome, guys. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.